Those coming into Vance Air Force Base's undergraduate pilot training program are ready to fly, but too often they realize they will stay casual on the ground a little longer. Casual is a term used to describe young officers from the time they arrive at Vance until their pilot training begins, which could range up to 14 months. Currently, Vance welcomes more than 400 casual officers every year.
They come here and they're in uniform, and we have a new process on the computer here. They take care of filling in all the blanks in the database, know what their marital status is, sex, date of birth, all that good stuff. I look on the rosters and assign their class numbers, what class they're going to be starting in. Then I set up their appointments over at personnel and medical and stuff like that to make sure that they're fully in process to the base. And if they've got a long lead time, 90 days or more, I assign them jobs based upon the needs of the Air Force. But they've also got classes to go to before they go to UPT.
You serve as a kind of a counselor of sort for them when you're trying to fit them into these various jobs? Or?
No, they'll have questions like, why am I doing this, or why you put me in this job? And kind of be like a father figure, but like I tell them, so you're getting paid a good salary. You're not going to sit around and do nothing all day long.
Do most of them respond pretty well to that? I mean, most of them...
They realize that they're here for a purpose, which is pilot training, but they also know that they can get used for details throughout the base, because I tell them when they first show up, because they hear about the casual student program and job assignments elsewhere, and they're pretty responsive to it.
How about the requests for casual help? Are those pretty consistent? Or?
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
Recently we had a request for a person just to answer phones because the office is going to be unmanned because we're doing something somewhere else off the base. It was just to answer the phones to keep it from ringing, take messages type of thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is manual labor, but never for anything that a contractor would normally do.
You have a chance to learn a little bit more about the day-to-day workings of the Air Force.
It does. I mean, I've had people come back from different jobs that said, I never knew they did that before. So, all they think about is flying aircraft, but when they're working over in finance or military personnel, it's like, wow, I didn't know they did that. So they have a different perspective in life.
Most of the personnel come in expecting they will do some kind of work until their training begins.
I knew that beforehand I would have some downtime, especially because they give you the dates before you get here. So I knew I'd arrive in November and I wasn't going to start until July. So I figured they'd either find something for me to do on a day-to-day basis so that I'd be assigned to a squadron or some other office on the base and have a job.
I'm the exec's assistant here at the ops group. This is the commander's office for the operations group. I'm actually in the middle of updating a recall roster right now as one of the main responsibilities I have, and answer the phone when anyone else is out of the office.
When you came here, were you aware of the program and the possibility
the casual program? Mm-hmm. I knew I might get a job. I was kind of hoping I would, but I didn't know if I was going to get a job or not.
Well, they know they're going to be here for a long time, so they said, is there any chance of getting a job while I'm here? And the answer is always yes. If they're long-term, you betcha.
I actually really enjoyed my time here, if only because I've made so many other relationships that I wouldn't necessarily have fostered if I didn't have the casual job.
But despite the fact they may have been happy to go to work to speed up their wait, the reason they came here is to learn to fly, and most are more than ready to get started.
I've been here since January, and I'll be here maybe next week. This could be my last week, though, because I'm starting class at the end of the month.
Are you excited about that?
Very.
I'm excited for it. I've already had some TDYs, and I've gone and did some flight training in Colorado at initial flight screening, and I really love that. So I'm looking forward to getting to the point where I'm flying every day here at Vance with the T-6, which is a little bit more serious of an aircraft than the DA-20.
I'm Violet Hassler for Enid News TV.